Hello and welcome back to a very special episode of the Bodcast. It is episode 104, our 2-year anniversary. Carrie is laughing hysterically for no apparent reason.
Welcome to a very special episode. I mean, put some oomph in it.
No.
Is it very special or is it just...
It's an episode.
Oh, come on. It's very special. It's been 2 whole years since we started this. And this was your idea. So, you'd think you'd be excited that we've managed to do 2 years.
I'm very excited.
High five, Ian. Okay, carry on.
Okay. So, we've been asking for questions for quite a while. You've been sending them in. I think. I don't see them. Carrie sees them. So, she now has a whole host of questions, presumably.
I have some, yeah.
So, how's this working?
Well, I was going to start with one from me.
Oh, okay.
For you.
Okay.
Okay, so this is our 2-year anniversary of the podcast.
Yep.
At the point you suggested this, did you think we would be at this point?
No. I assumed we'd run out of topics long ago.
Yeah. We have sort of struggled some weeks to come up with topics.
Yeah.
And I wonder, whether we should have, segments and things that, we always talk about. What's your favourite Lego set right now? Or, I don't know.
But you do enough of that in streams. I don't think it's something that we need to cover in this.
Okay. I just think sometimes having those segments would make it easier if there isn't much Lego news, but...
Yeah.
So you thought...
But then on weeks where we have a lot of stuff we want to talk about, trying to fit those segments in would make it difficult. We did... How many Lego ideas?
71.
71. So we had to split that across 2. If you had to add in a segment of which is your favourite Lego set at the moment, then that's an extra few minutes onto both of those episodes. We'd then have been looking at maybe spreading it out over 3 episodes. Yeah. And then you don't want to split those up, but interesting things comes up in between and it would be a nightmare.
Yeah, I guess that's a question for the audience is, are the episodes an okay length? Because any longer, I think I would definitely fall asleep every week trying to edit them, because listening to the sound of your own voice, it's not easy. Listening to the sound of your voice, even worse.
Harsh.
Well, as in, you've got that, fall asleep kind of voice. That's still harsh, isn't it?
Soporific.
Soporific. We learnt that the other day, didn't we? Or did you already know that?
You knew that. When did you learn it?
We were watching Taskmaster.
Oh, okay.
So you didn't think we'd make it this far?
No.
How many more years do you reckon we've got in us?
I don't know.
Okay.
Depends how many more years Lego keeps doing crazy stuff that we need to talk about.
It's true. Okay, so we'll start on the viewer questions.
Okay.
Now, I got an Instagram one from someone called Ian Brickbod. I mean, the name seems familiar, but I don't know who it is.
No.
Yeah.
Sounds like a decent guy, though.
Yeah, he sounds lovely. I think the question was for you. He says, how do you cope with such a sexy co-host?
I thought this one was aimed at you.
Why would you think that?
I don't know. I just got that feeling.
How do you cope with such a sexy co-host, Ian?
Who knows? How do you?
What? I just don't look at you.
Okay.
We just eyes front, talk to the microphone, don't fiddle with all the Lego like you do, and just be professional. Okay, next question is from Brickaskew. Do you do a risk assessment if snacking while making Lego? Why is that funny? I mean, I don't think he means a formal one with literally written down, submit it to the next risk assessment level.
There were some times when I know that if I got a snack, you would shout at me.
Aha!
So.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. I do a risk assessment. I look at whatever it is you've decided you want to eat and I say no, most times. Why would you want to put snacks all over your Lego?
Because I'm hungry.
Okay, well, eat sufficiently before you come to the Lego space.
It's not easy when we're meant to be streaming at a specific time.
Okay, eat, then leave the stream for a second to wash your hands, then Lego.
Yeah.
I did send you out the room once to wash your hands, didn't I? Because I was like, no, I think you'd had pizza or something. I'm
Maybe.
You are not touching that with those hands. I also worry when you've got drinks, because you're this kind of guy who really likes to leave the lid off and then just get on with what you're doing. And I'm like, yeah, as if to prove a point in case people didn't hear that. That's you cracking open a bottle and glug, glug, glug. I really worry that put the lid on that bottle.
But then I have to open it constantly.
Well, just stop drinking.
No.
Okay, also, these new style bottles, you suck at actually putting the lids back on. Look at that.
They're annoying.
Yeah, that is not on. You knock that over, it's going all over my Lego. So yes,
Our Lego.
My Lego.
Our Lego.
No, my Lego. So I do a risk assessment Whereas you work out how likely...
what I can get away with.
Yeah, you're like, how likely am I going to be to be shouted at? But we do snack on streams at times. That's why how we have such funny streams as like sausage streams.
Sausage and cheese.
Sausage and cheese streams, yeah. You've got to have... Can't have just a sausage fest. You've got to have some cheese in there as well.
Exactly. It's a Christmas tradition.
It is. You're right. And our snack of choice seems to be cheesy pineapple as well. I think
that's happened a few times.
Normally because I've got a cough and apparently pineapple's good for that.
Yeah.
So, on the same vein, what is your favourite food snack whilst building? This is from Trevor's vids. This is from Trevor's videos. I shortened it in my notes.
So, I mean, quite often I'll go with sweets.
Yeah.
Kind of because they're not greasy.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, but they're not as greasy as a lot of other things. And like, it's not like chocolate that'll melt or something like that. So.
Or crisps that are oily. Yeah, and normally if you bring sweets into the room, I will partake, even though I feel like you shouldn't snack around Lego. If there's snacks, I'm going to eat them.
Yeah.
Is that your favourite food snack? I really quite like the cheese pineapple ones. I'm so hoping that the microphone picked that up. Yeah. I'm just going to put a little bit in just in case it did. If you heard that was Ian's tummy. He clearly is in need of a snack right now.
Yeah.
Right, so we're going sweets.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going cheesy pineapple.
Normally Haribo.
Yeah.
Although Mentos are good as well.
Oh, you left Mentos in the car and the car got warm and so they were really soft and I ate them all.
Okay.
I probably shouldn't have confessed this.
No.
I'm not buying any more.
What's the opposite of Mentos?
Ladyfingers. Oh, that might be my new favourite joke. It's just, it's probably funny. Right, Trevor's videos had another question. He said, what is the largest set you and Ian have built by piece count? So I've already looked it up because I thought...
Have you?
Well, yeah, because I wanted to be able to give him an actual answer, whereas I think it's more fun to see if you know the answer.
Taj Mahal?
No, close. There's one bigger that we've built.
Maybe one of the Ninjago ones.
No, the thing with the podcast, I don't know if anyone's aware, is that I edit this podcast. Yeah. And so a lot of the time, it seems like you're not thinking for very long.
Right.
But you really are.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'm just like, it's not fun to listen to you think.
Okay.
I should probably just say 3 minutes later.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you, you've got to work it out.
Got to work it out.
Yeah, so you can go through every set we've built.
It's not one of the Ninjago ones.
It's not one of the Ninjago ones. But if we were to build the newest Ninjago one, I think that would be a bigger piece count.
Okay.
But we haven't built that yet, so.
Lion Knight's castle?
No, not even close.
Didn't think it would be. I mean, the tallest one we've built is the Disney castle.
No, it's not. I looked that up as well, because I thought we could go for... I know he specifically asked by piece count, but I would look up which is the tallest. And it's not the Disney castle.
Oh.
No! I mean, I'm surprised that you even think it is, given the thing that is taller is quite close to the Disney castle.
Oh, the loop coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the third tallest Lego set.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
What's taller than that one?
The Saturn V.
And
the Eiffel Tower.
Very good. Okay, so you've got the tallest.
Yeah.
But you still haven't. You've got the second largest set that we've built, which is the Taj Mahal. The other one we built is not dismantled, just in case that helps.
Assembly Square?
No. Seriously?
I'm trying to think.
You are. You're thinking badly.
Yeah.
This is going to be fun.
What has a high piece count?
I mean, a lot of the sets we built.
Yeah.
If we get Rivendell, that'll be higher as well.
Yeah.
We haven't got that yet. Are we getting that? Like, soon?
I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Oh, the Hogwarts Castle.
Yes. You would never have got that, would you?
No. Because I was thinking what's in our city, and that's not in the city.
It's not in the city. No, but you went for Lion Knight's Castle, which is also not in our city.
That's true.
And it's just the other side of the Hogwarts Castle. Because we have 2 castles in our bedroom. As you do. Right, so next question is from King Oldendorf. He says, when will we see an Ian-only stream? Which I thought was a really mean question. And therefore, I'm going to say never. How dare you? This is a Brickbod channel, not a Brick Ian. No, an Ian Brickbod channel. Oh, Ian Brickbod. That's who sent us a question earlier. It was you.
What?
So, do you want to do stream by yourself?
Like, completely by myself.
Well, that's what it says. Ian only stream.
Because obviously, there were some times when, particularly Matt's stream, where you've gone to bed and I've stayed on. So I've been a solo guest for...
Yeah, and you used to go on to some assembly required by yourself as well.
But to just sit and stream by myself...
You don't think you'd enjoy it?
No, I don't like talking to myself.
See, whereas
I will do it for a little bit while you go off, and
Yeah.
I will try and maintain things, but,
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
See, when I'm on Twitch, I'm all by myself. But I don't mind it because there's always someone there to chat to.
Yeah.
Or I'm just enjoying building.
Yeah.
It's fine. So, Oldendorf, 1, why don't you like me? 2, no. Ian will not be doing that. It's not something that he
But there might
would
be
fun.
some videos coming up from me.
Oh, really? Is this something you should have told me about before you just randomly
I've
mentioned
talked about it on stream.
You've talked about it on stream?
I have.
With me?
I think you had to leave, so I had to fill some dead space, so I talked about it.
And then you didn't think to fill me in?
I thought you were going to go watch it back.
Why would I watch it back?
To see what I said.
Yeah, I did think about doing that, actually.
Yeah.
Or maybe you can tell me that afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Or you can tell me now. I
No.
don't know. Okay, you can tell me afterwards.
Okay.
Okay, right. Now, the rest of the questions are all from the minifig Who.
Okay.
We've got quite a few,
Okay.
which I appreciate. Thank you, by the way. So, first one. What's been your favourite thing about running this channel so far? I don't know if that's really...
I don't run it, so...
But as in... Well, you can say what your favourite thing about having a YouTube presence, I guess.
Don't know.
And I think for me, it's probably the connections we've made with other people. Like, the people we've met up with in person, those relationships. That's been, like, the biggest bonus from it, I think.
Whereas I'm not keen on other people.
Yeah, but you enjoy hanging out with those people, right? Okay, on the podcast that they're going to listen to, maybe
Yes.
just lie.
Okay, yes, I love
Ian,
spending
what is
time
wrong with
people.
you? You are a bad person. You do. You always seem to enjoy it. You are an introvert, so therefore, although you seem like you're enjoying it, it takes a lot from you.
Yes.
Doesn't mean you're not enjoying it.
Yeah.
It just you sometimes regret how much time you spend with other people. That's what you mean, right? It's not you hate people.
Well, I hate some people. Most people.
Oh God,
But not everyone.
hate's a very strong word. Remember we had this discussion with Hayley.
Yes.
We don't use the word hate. Wow. Okay, so yeah, I think I've enjoyed the people, but I also really just enjoy, I don't know, like helping people make decisions. Like when people say, "Oh, I've got that set because of you," or "I didn't get that set because of you," which I sometimes feel a little bit guilty about that one, but also I feel like I've helped people. That's nice. And I think it's given me something creative to do that's kept me sane.
I think some of the more crazy things we've done have been good.
What, like dressing up as Princess Leia?
There's that. A lot of the stuff we've done for the 72-hour community live stream.
Yeah, that's stressful at the time, but it's always fun.
Yeah.
Like the games we play, and in fact, I don't know, some of the conversations we've had, like, it's kept us talking to each other about things. Like there are the times where being married can be stressful, and this kind of reconnects us as well. So that's always a good thing. But yeah, I think I also having an excuse to buy Lego has been quite good.
Okay. Don't think you needed one.
I think if I didn't have a job and I wasn't running a YouTube channel, then I would probably not buy as much Lego.
Okay.
Do you not think?
I don't know.
I think that would be really irresponsible. Like, at least this way I can kind of justify it.
Not arguing with that.
Shush. Right. Who or what inspired you to start the channel?
I would say it probably goes back to Robin Hood Bricks.
Yeah, I would say so as well. Which is funny because now we don't watch him at all, and we find it really hard to watch him because he's a bit too chatty now, and we're not really sure about some of his views. I don't mean his YouTube views, but yeah, we were just watching his content because I don't even know how we found him. Maybe someone at work showed me him.
I know you definitely were watching him before.
Yeah.
I was.
And we knew we wanted to start a Lego City. We never thought it would get so out of hand.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he started, and because I was losing my job, doing the same sort of thing, sharing it with people, gave me the whole point was to give me something to show for the time that I was out of work.
Yes.
Because I didn't want to say, "Oh, I just sat on my butt and done nothing," and I've definitely got something to show for it.
Yes.
So yeah, that's what it was. What can you tell us about the future plans for the channel? It's funny, as if they think we plan stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, we are planning some things. So we want to put in some membership bonuses, but we also want to keep it inclusive. So
Yeah.
we're working on a series of videos for members, early access
For everyone.
for everyone, but members get early access.
Yes.
So that's one of the bonuses that we're putting in. We might be setting up a Discord. You don't want to be anything to do with Discord, but I'm looking into that one. I just think maybe there's too many Discords already, but
I generally feel that.
Yeah, I don't know. If it can add some value, fine. If it's just another place to lose stuff, then I'll get rid of it. But I think we just want to keep doing what we're doing. Like, the whole point is creating our city. And sometimes I feel like we're not really spending much time on the city. So trying to get back to that would be good.
Yeah.
But I also really enjoy telling people what I think of sets. I'm like, haha, this set, rubbish. Or this set, yay. So I enjoy making the reviews. I don't think they get like amazing views or anything, but I like thinking about why I like a set, because it then helps me makes decisions easier later on. Like, oh, I didn't like that set because of this has got a similar thing, I probably won't like that set as well. That makes sense?
Yeah,
because like the latest Bricklink round, I'm kind of being a bit more cautious because of what we've had with the previous Bricklink rounds. Whereas if I hadn't thought about it, I'd be like, oh, let's get all of them, kind of thing. So yeah, that's kind of, it's useful. But yeah, we're not planning that far ahead.
No.
We plan like the day before streams.
Yeah.
Sometimes I write things on the calendar then I completely ignore them.
I didn't know that.
I try and write things on the calendar if I've got an idea and I know when I want to do it. But then I don't always look at the calendar and then I forget. So it is what it is. In recent podcasts, we've had a visual element. Is this something we plan to do going forward?
No.
Well, so the only reason we do visual elements is if we are literally looking at something on the screen that we're talking about.
Yes.
And we figure we're looking at it, we're talking about it, we may as well record both at the same time.
Yeah.
I used to, right at the very beginning of the podcasts, I would go and find relevant pictures for things we talked about. And it was really time consuming. And then over the first summer, when I essentially like batched all of my content so that I could take the summer off with the girls, I said, right, I'm not going to add any pictures to the podcasts. And then it stayed that way from then on. Yeah. Because it was like, right, this is a lot easier to do. And so if we're looking at something, we will share that. Yeah. Just because this is a podcast, so having the pictures isn't really that valuable for those listening the traditional way. Yeah. But we do know a lot of our views come from YouTube, and therefore not making them go and look it up at the same time seems helpful. So that's literally the only reason why we do it. I don't think we're going to be putting any visual elements in as such. And then the last question? Yeah, the last question. It always sounds like you have a proper giggle recording the podcast. What's been the funniest moment you've had to edit out, and would you release a gag reel? So, I don't think we edit that much of the funny out. Like, if something silly happens, we leave it in. That's kind of the point. Yeah. We know that it's appreciated, and well, we assume it's appreciated. Some people find it funny, so we leave it in. The majority of the things that I have to edit out, and as if on cue, is Ian yawning. Yeah, that happens a lot. It does. Ian fiddling with Lego bricks. Yeah. Ian drinking. It's generally just like Ian's noises. And in fact, your chair. Yeah, that might still be in. I don't know. My chair just did make a ridiculous noise at the start of this podcast. But there was the one that we recorded in bed for some reason that you farted in the middle of, and I did edit. Well, I didn't edit. I did edit the pause where your fart was, but you couldn't hear the fart. And I also edited out me telling you, I can't believe you just farted, because and the only reason I edited that bit out is because you couldn't hear the fart. It just seemed like I was being silly, but you genuinely did fart, so that got edited out. So I don't think there would be enough of a gag reel. I literally just edit out any big pauses, all coughs, all random fiddling. Quite a lot of kind of funny looks that we give each other. Yeah, I think visually it's probably funnier. Yeah. But at the same time, we really don't want to have to like look composed for this. I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to have to pretty myself up for each episode. Yeah. It's a lot of effort. I do it for the Sunday streams, but... and if I had to see your face on the screen, how would I cope with my sexy co-host? Like, exactly. I wouldn't be able to just stare forward and not look at you. No, I think we do make funny faces at each other. But... yeah, I don't think there's that much that we could put in. So that's my questions, or that's everyone else's questions, plus my one that I started with. Have you got any questions? Nope. You didn't do any homework? Nope.
Why would I do homework?
Because it makes for a better podcast.
No, it doesn't. People like the spontaneity.
They do. So I guess all we ask is that you keep listening in the future. I'm not summing up here. That's your job.
Oh.
But also, if you've got any ideas for topics that you want to hear on the podcast, they are always gratefully received, right?
Yep.
Because that helps us keep going.
Okay, you done?
I'm done. I enjoyed those questions. There were some really good ones.
Yep.
And one ridiculously inappropriate one from Ian Brickbod.
So if you want to check out our catalogue of previous episodes, they're all available on YouTube and maybe on some streaming services.
All streaming services.
All streaming services have the entire back catalogue?
No, sorry.
No.
Not yet. I haven't done that yet.
Okay, but soon.
Soon they will have them.
That's very exciting, isn't it?
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of work for me to do that, to be fair. But I'll get there.
Okay.
I'm trying to add a couple a week.
Okay, cool.
I haven't done any for the last 2 weeks. Way too honest here. Just lie. I don't lie.
If you have any comments, questions, stick them in the comments, stick them in the
Questions.
contact Carrie on Instagram. Do whatever you want, really.
Don't do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want. It'll be fine. And we will catch you next week for another exciting episode of the podcast.
Where we will be talking about our trip to Legoland.
Will we?
Yes, because we already recorded it.
Oh, well then. That's good, because I don't remember it.
Yeah, that's why we recorded it when we went to Legoland. Because we're not stupid. Have a good week, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. And 2 years. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. That was a 4 whooper.